This one is for Gloria. How to do green screen in Adobe After Effects. Okay, very important that you photograph your item correctly. And we did. We got one of Gloria's beautiful girls and she's been cut out and we put her down on green in the photography room. Then we lit her. We sprayed her down actually because we tried to not create shadows around her. And we used a bit of paper where it didn't have a whole lot of buckling. See this? So she was in a pretty clean area, and all of that is pretty important stuff. Okay, so aside from that, there she is jumping up and down going woohoo. We are going to go into After Effects. So I will now launch After Effects. Okay, After Effects CC. Ignore the warning. Close this. Okay, first things first. Save as, save project. Keep it all in one folder. I can never say this enough. So we're calling this GreenGirlGreenScreen. Okay, and just for the hell of it, I put AE, even though it'll put that at the end. So up here, we now have our project name. Now I'm going to say new composition. And we'll call this Green Girl 01. I always work in 720 just for teaching and keeping things manageable in terms of size. Frame rate, because we're doing an animation, doesn't really matter here because I'm green screening, but I'm going to make it 12. Square pixels is good. I like to use a background color that isn't black so I can see what I'm doing. So here we go. So up in our project window, we have Green Girl, that's the composition, and now I'm going to import our photograph. Import, file, which I have in my green screen project folder, in a folder called images, and she's called Green Girl. So all of this is really important. Open. So she's come in sideways, no big deal, we can turn her around. So I'm going to drag her onto the timeline. And there she is. Now we can also see that she's much bigger than the actual stage. So we're going to reduce her. So I'm going Apple minus minus so we can see our handles. And I'm going to hold down the Shift key and fit her into our space. Then I'm going to go up to the Rotate tool and, oops, turn around and go back to arrow and fit her once again onto our screen. So I'm going to go Apple plus 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 to make it go much bigger. And there we have her. The red you see is the background, and I'm deliberately letting you see that so we can see what's going on. Okay, because she's in the timeline, she's down here, and that's her, the purple bar. Okay, so what we want to do is add an effect or filter, and the one that we want to use is in Effects Presets. And if we go down, it's under Keying. And if we go down again, it's actually called Keylight 1.2, okay? And the way you apply this is you drag it on top of the purple block. What happens is we get this lovely little window over here. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to tell it what we want to disappear. And we want this green to disappear. So I'm going to use the dropper tool and I'm going to click on the green. How's that? That's pretty good. Now if you look carefully, you can see some grubby stuff here. So once we start bringing in a few of these and animating them, they won't really appear as cutouts unless we get rid of this gunge. So screen gain, screen balance, you know, playing around with these features. You literally go up or down. Oh, look at that, you can see it's all coming in there. So you will get a bit of, it will affect your colors a bit, but you know, you can spend hours cutting things out or you can compensate it for doing shortcuts like these. How's that? And that is green screen and saving. This one's for Gloria, over and out.